didn't use it because you weren't the source of the problem.
Bro,
You weren't targeted with the worst.
Hold on. Hey, guys, Destiny. Hold on, stop. Listen up. Wes.
bro.
Go ahead, Destiny, please.
Okay, there's so much dumb shit being said. There are two different reasons why we probably shouldn't say words like this, okay? The first thing is that you are basically drawing an equivalence between a certain category of people and something that is bad, right? So this is the problem with calling...
Dusty, you're going too philosophical for me. Can you
No, shut the fuck up. No, this is really simple because I can explain things so normal people understand it. Believe it or not, you can explain things without using 52-letter words, okay? So when I say this thing is gay, right? Everybody understands what I mean by that. They mean that's a bad thing. Well, how does that work? Why is calling something gay, why does that mean it's bad? Because your association with gay or homosexuality is that it's a bad thing. So that's a gay thing, right? It's the same thing with calling yourself autistic or retarded. Like, what do these mean? Intrinsically, these are horrible things. So there's two different things going here. One, you're constantly reinforcing this idea that if you're autistic or retarded, you're like a bad thing or less than whatever the normal is. And two, if there are people that are listening that might be autistic or retarded, they're kind of caught in the crossfire there, where it's like, oh shit, well, like, I guess if I'm autistic or I'm, I have Down syndrome or I have some other form of mental disability, like I'm literally just like a shit person or whatever, because these are just common words that are used as insults. What did I just say that didn't make sense?
No, keep going. I'm working something out. You keep talking.
Sure, okay, other random dumb things. Okay, so firstly, words change over time. This is inarguable, okay? Words are a contract that we all kind of make amongst each other. We all agree on what these words mean, and that's how it works. We're not born with dictionaries in our head. This idea that the imbecile and moron or whatever, we don't look up the historical definition of a word to decide how it's applied in common parlance. If that was true, we wouldn't talk about armies being decimated, because decimation means to reduce something by 10%. It doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah. Or we wouldn't say literally or figuratively to mean, what they do today, which is even in the dictionary, the words are literally swapped. When somebody says like,
and that's my point about
no, wait. The difference though is the point you're trying to make is the word faggot has not lost all of its original power, because homosexual people are still discriminated against every single day in almost every part of the world, okay? If you actually go up to homosexual people and you try to say something like, oh, well, it's okay if we say fag because, it's all cool now. It's not all cool. It's absolutely not all cool. The same way that moron and imbecile are totally antiquated, and a person that actually has some form of mental retardation is never going to go to the hospital and they're going to say, oh, we're really sorry, your child is an imbecile. That's not going to happen. That's completely fallen out of our common understanding of words. But retarded or autistic are still very commonly used today as diagnoses, right? ASD, autism spectrum disorder.
No one diagnoses anyone as retarded. It's not used by the medical community at all. No. Which is why I'm asking you.
That's not his point.
Just let me ask a question and then you can talk, dude.
You're missing
what it is. No. Let me ask the question and then Steven can answer it.
I just want to preface this real quick. Please.
Let Destiny finish his thought.
Even though a doctor is not going to diagnose your kid as retarded, if all of us saw a person on the street and they were walking around and nobody looked at that person, what?
Destiny!
I kind of feel
you got to be careful.
I'm being careful.
Wow.
That was not.
That wasn't Destiny. Come on.
I don't care. If you see somebody walking on the street and they look off to you, nobody's going to look at that person and go like, oh, wow, that person looks like an imbecile or that person looks like a moron. No, you're going to say that person is retarded.
But I wouldn't think that person is retarded. No,
Whoa,
This is a shit take.
This is a real
That's a bad take.
It's not a bad. It's just absolutely how the words are used today. When people have mental disabilities, people use the word retarded to disparage them. So when you say some situation,
no, they
okay, all right. We'll pretend that's not the case.
No, but listen.